What you need to understand is the January 6th committee investigating the insurrection has limited power, has no legal power. They are now handing off their evidence, the truckloads of evidence, to the Department of Justice, who has immense resources and immense amount of power. Let me give you an example. The January 6th committee meeting today, there was a videotape. There was a deposition with Pat Cipollone, who was the attorney to the office of the presidency. He was asked if the people in the White House wanted the insurrection to stop, the violence to stop. And he said, yes, of course, everybody in the White House wanted it to stop. Then he was asked, did President Trump want the insurrection, the violence to stop? He looked blankly at first, then he looked to his lawyer, and he came back, he said, I can't talk about that communication. Which was absolute bullshit, but the January 6th committee had no leverage to make him talk. Now, what you have to understand is Pat Cipollone has already testified in front of the grand jury for the Department of Justice. But when he was asked that question, he didn't have the option of saying, I don't want to talk about it. Because if he did that, the judge would demand that he do it. And if he still refused to do it, he'd be in jail. And guess what? Pat Cipollone's not in jail. You see, that's what you also have to understand is that whatever happens in a grand jury is secret. We don't know what's been going on there. And we know this evidence coming from the January 6th committee is only going to help them. Jack Smith has far more power than all of the J6 committee, and he's going to use it to his advantage. These people that refuse to talk, whoever they might be, they aren't going to have that option with the DOJ, or they're going to jail. Trust me, they're going to talk. And the DOJ will have ammunition for bear when it comes to going after these fucks. You got to take the J6 committee for what it's worth. It was there to expose the information and to advise the DOJ. The DOJ is going to be the people who pull the trigger, so you got to allow them to do that. And trust me, they're so deep into this, they have a special counsel. They ain't doing this for fun. They're doing this because they know indictments are coming.